My name is Meredith and I'm from Veterinary Animal Science. I chose veterinary animal science because of a lot of the practical applications that we get to see when we're at the clinic and when we go on field trips. When we first got in there, we were mostly just going over some of the basic safety stuff, and then we actually just jumped right into doing some of the hands-on work so that we can learn more about this stuff in real life. We don't just do a lot of book work, it's more hands-on. So when I graduate from BAPATH, I plan to go into equine sciences and go into higher education in college, but there's a lot of pathways that you can choose after you leave animal science. You leave with a certification in veterinary assisting, but you can move on and go on to become a vet technician, a vet technologist, and you can also go into animal husbandry, or you can go on to become a full-on veterinarian. My name is Meredith and I go to BAPATH Regional Vocational Technical High School.
My name is Dylan, and I'm currently a senior in the Programming and Web Development shop here at BAPATH. I chose Programming and Web Development because I always knew I wanted to do something in the realm of technology, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. Thankfully enough, through the exploratory, I stumbled upon Programming and Web Development in realizing the coding and software side of technology is the thing I wanted to do when I left high school. But when you join Programming and Web Development, you should expect to learn the fundamental logic and problem-solving skills associated with programming, because there are many different ways to code, whether that be the tools and languages you use, but there are fundamental concepts that follow throughout your entire time coding. And the teachers here at BAPATH really engage you with their lesson plan. They teach these fundamental skills with some very interesting lesson plans that involve robotics, game design, web development, things that really hold your interest while learning the very basics of coding. My name is Dylan Buckus, and I go to BAPATH.
I'm Dylan, and I'm in plumbing. I put plumbing as my first choice because I love working with tools, love making projects, and it seemed like a challenge, so I wanted to do it. Oh, I love it, yeah, it's awesome. I love the class, love the teachers, tons of friends in the class. They brought us through slowly and taught us a lot of safety, and then we worked on projects and did a lot of hands-on stuff right away, which I loved. I think I will continue this after high school. It seems like a good career, good money, and you switch it up and it's never the same, so it seems interesting. I'm Dylan Kasprzycki, and I go to BAPATH.
My name is Mariah and I'm in metal fabrication.
So I started off at BAPATH looking for a health technologies program, but as soon as I took the exploratory for metal fabrication, I knew that's where I wanted to be.
I love metal fabrication because we always have a differentiation between the projects that we do, so we never really know what we're going to do between school projects and community projects, but there's always something that we can do during the job hours. I love it in there, it's so fun. First thing that we start to learn is usually sheet metal projects, and there's a blacksmith that comes on Fridays. So freshman year I made a keychain that I still have in there. We have a blacksmith named Mr. O'Coin, and we first start off by making a spiral-shaped keychain that I still have from freshman year. I love my instructors. They're they're adamant on a lot of things, but I know they mean well. If we're ever in a struggle on something, they're always there for us. They're like a second set of parents. After I graduate from here, I actually know this one woman. She owns her own show, and she's been a huge inspiration for me. So I've been wanting to get into the metal fabrication field with her and alongside her because I know she's gone through all the struggles of like being a woman in a male-dominated field. My name's Mariah Hurtubise, and I go to Bay Path.
My name's Sincere and I'm in health tech. I chose health tech because I'm interested in becoming a doctor. I would say the highlights is that every 2 times a week we go on clinical and we become certified in many different areas as a CNA, dementia care, EKG technician, and a CPR. The instructors are really good at teaching. They do a really good job at keeping things hands-on and making sure you get a consistent education. I'm looking forward to how this shop has helped us get an education for the health career and how it really builds a foundation for what it's going to be like in college. I'm thinking about pursuing a career in psychology. My name is Sincere and I go to Bay Path.
My name is Haley and I am in Masonry and tile setting. I think I like mostly about how many different designs you can do with all the different colors of tile, the different styles of tiling. So when you first start and you're like a freshman or even an exploratory, the first thing you learn how to do is to lay a brick veneer and learn how to lay it leveled, lay it plumb to a line. I like when we go out and do projects. Like this year we went out to the powerhouse out in the front of Bay Path and we did the back and front patios in the rock wall. I plan on going to college for something like completely different from this, but I do want to continue to do like side jobs like when I can and when I have the opportunity to in masonry. My name is Haley Canoyer and I go to Bay Path Technical Regional Vocational High School.
My name is Paige and I'm in the marketing shop. I like that marketing allows you to explore your more creative side. That's really why I picked the shop in the first place. Everything about it dives deeper into what goes on behind the scenes of social media, and I really like that you could use creativity and design when you're in shop. We began just creating social media posts, like mock posts for all the shops in our schools. We need to rebrand it, create a logo, create anything that you want. They basically allowed us to redesign the brands of the school and let us use our creative freedom to make them however we see fit. I think that the highlight of marketing is being able to go behind the scenes and really go in depth as to what makes marketing marketing. What people want to see and how we deliver it to them. There's a whole process behind it by studying demographics, analytics, being able to go behind it and see how people put the content in front of you that we see every single day is really awesome. I work for a metal fabrication company. They're allowing me to redesign their website, go in, and they already had me redo their logo, so I get that real first-hand experience. It's just a really independent place where you can feel free to do as you please and explore creative options. My name is Paige and I go to Bay Path.
I'm Connor and I'm in ISSN. ISSN can be a lot of things. There's an aspect of networking, building the computers itself. There's a lot of possibilities. You can do most of this work from anywhere, from your home, from a laptop, at a coffee shop. Our instructors give us packets that will allow us to build virtual machines on our computers. I think the best project that we've worked on was we built networking cables and connected all of our computers together and had done multiple different things. We created one game server with that, created one virtual machine that we could all work on. I'm going to stay in the field. I do enjoy it. It's very flexible. It's a very flexible field, and you can help lots of people. You can also help yourself in many situations that most people would have to, call someone for. Once you know this information, it's an easy fix. I'm Connor, and I go to Bay Path.
Hi, my name's Amelia, and I'm in HVAC. I chose HVAC because it's basically been a part of my life since as far as I can remember. Like, my dad does it. So starting off in HVAC, we started with basic electrical diagrams, and we were taught the basic components, basic equipment, and then became more elaborate. I wasn't sure if it was going to be my trade, and then I came to HVAC and just fell in love with it. Oh, I feel like I'm going to do HVAC for the rest of my life. As soon as I graduate, I want to get into the work field. I could potentially already have a job for co-op, and I'm so excited for co-op. As soon as junior year hits, I'm hoping that I'll have a job and start working immediately. My name's Amelia White, and I go to Bay Path Vocational Regional Technical High School.
Hi, my name is Lily. I'm in graphic communications. I actually picked that shop when I toured the school my 7th grade year of middle school. I really liked that I had opportunities to express my creativity. We start using the Adobe programs, mostly Illustrator and InDesign. As we get more experienced, we work our way up to Photoshop, and we do projects getting comfortable with the program, and then at the same time we're also learning how to print letterheads, envelopes, t-shirts. We also do banners, large format printing, stickers, stuff like that. I really like my teachers. They helped me figure out where I want to go in my future. They kind of fostered my creativity, my passion for design. They really, really work with us to try to help us figure out how to create the things that we have sitting in the backs of our minds, help us bring those things to life before we know how to do it all on our own. My name is Lily, and I go to Bay Path.
My name's Delaney, and I'm in electrical. One thing that I really like about electrical is how much problem solving there is involved. You have to think for yourself and figure out a way to power whatever you're trying to, whether it be a light, it could be a motor, it could be an extension cord running an outlet, just to get simple things like that. It really makes you think for yourself. In the shop we have a mock house, which is a fake house, and you get to go on like a little upper level of the shop and you get to work like you're in a house. So one thing that is really cool that the school offers is we do a house project every year. Junior year and senior year, if you aren't on co-op, you get to actually leave the school with one of the electrical instructors and you go to different job sites, but the highlight of most of our year is going to a house project where every trade in the school that needs to be involved builds a house for someone, and then you get to actually get that real life application if you aren't on co-op. When I graduate, I'm going to continue with this path, go to night school, keep working my hours, but if I didn't want to do that, there's so many different specialties you could take in this trade. You could go to college, you could become an engineer, you could be a data technician, you could work with motors and generators, and there's just so many different things that you could do with what you learn in school.
My name is Amelia and I'm in drafting. I chose drafting because when I originally went in through exploratory, we were building houses and we got to design stuff, and I really just enjoyed that whole process of from start to finish, from designing a house to actually building to a scale and being able to see how it is in the real world and such. Freshman year, we kind of go over more mechanical stuff, so we learn the basics, like how to use an architect scale and an engineering scale, and then we kind of just work our way from there, just starting off the basics and slowly developing over the years here. So we start going over what mechanical engineering is, civil engineering, and architecture is, and then we start working on CAD programs like SolidWorks and AutoCAD and such, and then we go over just the fundamental basics. In junior year, we designed our dream house, did a topographical map of the land and did the different contours, and then used this framework called Revit and designed our house with our furnishings and everything, and actually built our dream house to life, and we actually built a little community. My name is Amelia Peterson and I go to Bay Path.
I'm Michaela and I'm in dental assisting. I think anatomy is just really cool. The human body is really cool. You learn the whole body in dental, but then you focus on the head and neck more. When you first get into dental assisting, you learn basic anatomy, patient care, professionalism. Since sophomore year, we've been going out to senior centers, elementary schools, and providing education and treatments. We get our CPR and basic life support certifications, so we have that once we graduate. It opens up a lot of doors and opportunities after graduations. After graduation, I think I'm gonna start working as a dental assistant. We get our Massachusetts license to be dental assistants senior year, and then we can start working in an office right away. I'm definitely doing dental assisting for the rest of my life. My name is Michaela Auburn and I go to Bay Path.
My name's Dan and I'm in Culinary Arts. The instructors are honestly amazing. The chefs both train you in culinary skills, but also real life skills. The instructors are very nice. They'll help you through almost anything. They start us off by putting us with the seniors, and the seniors train us where we are, and then eventually as the year goes on, they let us become more independent. Bay Path has a restaurant and takeout services, as well as the teachers can order down. The restaurant is open to the public for about an hour and a half. They come in, they order, we learn all the culinary skills we need. The coolest thing we've done is probably prepare 300 salads for the advisory dinner, that we all prepared them, stacked them, and ended up serving them at the advisory dinner. It was just amazing. It was ever-changing, and I learned something new every day. I'm Daniel Harris, and I go to Bay Path.
I'm Ruby, and I'm in Cosmetology. I love a lot of things about cosmetology. I love working with my classmates. I love learning new talents, new skills, new trends, all along the board. We learn plenty of things: hair, makeup, special effects, nails, skincare. everything that we learn in class, you're always jazzed for something. You get to work on clients outside of the school. Honestly, my favorite thing is having outside people who don't even know who you are, trusting you, and coming in and you working on their hair. I love my instructors. They're one of a kind, honestly. Anything even outside of school, you go to them and they feel so welcoming towards your problems, and they kind of listen to you, and even instructing, they bring it so well to the class that everything is understood. I do think I will do this after I graduate. I'm just excited to make something that was a high school thing into a bigger possibility of making something big. I'm Ruby, and I go to PayFab.
I'm Catherine, and I'm in Carpentry. I like Carpentry because you're always doing something. You're never just sitting down. You always have something new to do and look forward to the new day. I liked the fast pace of the shop and the idea of building a house in the future. The shop teacher and related instructor are very kind and understanding. They're always there if you feel like you need extra help on something, and they give you tips and ways to make it easier but safe at the same time. After I graduate, I plan to continue carpentry